Well, hey there.
Hi, Dakota.
Hi, honey.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I am horny and humble for
And
life
hosting.
offerings and hopeful.
And hosting.
Oh, and hosting. Ooh.
Uh-huh. Oh, you're like, I don't know. Did you clean your bedroom? Are you excited for today's episode of Trade?
Oh my God, I'm so very excited. I'm so happy to be here on all digital platforms and streaming services.
Hmm. If you could see how excited I am right now, oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, just like every episode of Trade, we are not health professionals, but we are definitely sex professionals.
That we are. We go out in the world and we have sex with people just to gather information for you, the audience at home.
Yeah. And today we want to school you hoes on how to be even better hoes.
Yeah, we are.
Taking all questions from the internet, we are about to give y'all some good old sex advice.
Ooh, let's get started with this week's episode of Trade. Ooh.
Let's start today's episode with a very simple viewer question. What's your best sex tip or trick?
Ooh, my best sex tip or trick. I mean, I give some sloppy toppy. I'll really like slobber on a dick like it literally is my job, you know? And it's all about just getting it so salivated and moist that it's just like drooling that beautiful moment when it goes from shaft to mouth. You like pull off of it.
Oh yeah.
And don't hold back on the sound effects, you know, really like like it's killing you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your
I say the same thing about bottoming though. Like, I really like the things that I can get into my orifice are quite magical. I'm really good at letting it all go and just like getting it just wet and open.
Let me ask you this. Are you a poppers princess?
I am not really when I'm bottoming. I like poppers when I'm topping because they turn me into like a rage top. Like,
You make my dick soft if I do poppers while I'm topping. It turns into like a little deflated balloon.
I'm a unicorn.
All right. Yeah, what other tricks and tips do I have? Enthusiasm, eye contact, and every now and then throw out some primitive animal noises, like a don't bark. Unless you're doing some pup play.
Oh, also, you can't have sex without kissing. That's weird. That's just busting a nut with somebody.
Well, that costs extra.
Let's move on to our next question.
All right. Our next question is a big one. Literally, user Prissy Princess asks, my new boyfriend is too big. My ex was pretty big, but my new guy is longer and thicker. Any advice for taking a big dick? Oh, Prissy Princess. Mm-hmm.
Take deep breaths. Like, it's just like, I don't understand personally because like the first time I bottomed, I was like, yep, I'm great at this. Like the very first time. But take deep breaths. And if you're putting it in your butt, like lube, good lube, or like natural lubricants, like coconut oil.
Lubricated. You know what? Put a towel down. We all know this, the sex towel trick. Lay down the sex towel, maybe a second one if you're going to get super lubricated, and just like, little bits at a time, I think as well, And I think there's the art of teasing the hole, right? So you put it in a little bit, then you come out, and you sort of like tickle it, maybe blow some air on it, do like this, slap it a little bit, trick it. Like, oh, that was fun. And then you go in a little bit deeper and you take it out and it's like, wait a minute. And then you just like work it a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the slow entry for most people. Me, like, push it in there. Just
Ooh, no. Or if you're one of those girls, if you're push it in Patty, then put it all the way in and then just hold it all the way in for a minute, right? Don't start immediately in and out it, in
Yeah.
and outing it. Just like really take it slow.
Yeah. Also, you kind of have to know who you are as a top too. Like if you got a big ass slung, don't be throwing it in somebody. You know, but if you got a little dick, go ahead. Go ahead with your bad self. Let's move on to our last question.
Ooh.
Time to ask the porn star about porn. User BaderBot420 thinks that they watch too much porn. Their question asks, I've heard people stop jerking off to porn in order to improve their sex lives. Is this a thing?
Is that a thing? I mean, I would have to ask like the extent of like how much porn you're watching. Are you watching the full thing and getting the storyline? Are you just going right to the action and the cum shot, you know? Are you masturbating throughout the day and edging yourself, or are you ejaculating every time? I think that if you're watching a lot of porn and you have an addiction to it, and you are able to just edge yourself throughout the day, then when you meet up with someone in real life, you lay the dick down, right? Because you have all of this pent up aggression and energy. So maybe it's calculating what the porn experience is for you, right? If you
Right.
enjoy it and edge and just like tug on your balls before you come and then like really like save the load for human contact, then you could be improving your sex life that way.
Yeah. I'm not like I'm not I don't believe in the theory that like having less sex makes you better at sex. In fact, what
Uh,
I don't really jerk off. I don't really watch porn much, but if I have to have like an important fuck, like like I'm about to bag this motherfucker, like I'm about to fuck this shit out of him, like whether especially if I'm topping, like if I'm topping, then I'll like fuck like a grinder piece in the morning first because
mm,
I know then that way I've gotten my like quick load out. So
okay.
I could imagine like if I was jerking off, like I could jerk off and get like my first load in the morning is just like this needs to happen for me to step out of bed. So either I need to be putting on my pants to go get my dick sucked by somebody, or somebody needs to be laying in my bed to suck my dick.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
like that's my first load of the day. So I would imagine if I was jerking off, then like that would make my other sex life better because that first one is the like really sensitive pound, but then after that, I can go for hours.
You're like an athlete getting ready for a game, you know? You want to like get in some early morning practice before the big game later on, you know?
Exactly.
Did we answer it? Did we answer the question about sex?
Um,
Off in
I
order.
don't know. Did we answer it? Because I don't know. Jerking off. Do we think that stopping jerking off to porn will help your sex life? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I think get your practice loads out before the big deal.
Either find a way to either get your practice loads out or find that perfect edging thing to where you have the biggest best load ever to blow for your partner. Question mark. Maybe you just have to find your kink, what really gets you going,
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Ow. All right, y'all. That is quite exciting and informative episode of Trade.
If I do say so myself.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Dakota Payne Official, on Twitter, Dakota Payne XXX, and if you explore those pages, all my other links.
All my other links.
We
So,
play with TikToks now too.
huh?
I'm back on TikTok as Dakota Payne XXX. So while it's up, go check it out before they take it down again.
Which means I'll probably be back on TikTok soon because that's my TikTok buddy. But you can find me at Honey Davenport Official on YouTube and on Instagram, and Honey_Davenport on Twitter, which is literally my not safe for work content.
If you like pictures of ass.
It's just my butt or my like penis in a jock strap or like everywhere, all the things.
You're a little
People complain about me putting up pictures of my butt, and they follow porn stars.
Oh, right. And we need to talk about that. Like the people who want you to either be a drag queen or a porn star, because that's a struggle. That's real.
That's a struggle.
But that's another episode of Trade. And you can send in your questions and inquiries and comments and complaints. Don't do that. To tradetvquestions@gmail.com.
That's right. And we will answer your questions right here on the next episode of Trade. Until then, I hope this was everything you needed to know to get it in the right way.
Go edge yourself. Mwah.